from St. Louis, Missouri. It's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And if he and his guys want to spring the upset here in the second round and move on, they've got to focus on the good that they did in the wild card victory. At the top of that list, protecting the football. Got a little careless last week. A few got away from him. Might not be so fortunate this time around. And if that's the case, they'll end up going home.
This is James Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On the draw, Robinson. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. It'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback, the former Purdue Boilermaker. It's Drew Brees.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Play action, Brees. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working from the gun, it's Brees. A short throw caught by Andrews. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 48-yard line.
Now Breeze again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The ball carrier.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Dillon.
At the 38-yard line.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Dillon, the ball carrier.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. And that'll be complete to Dillon. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal.
The field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And now off to the races down the right side. And touchdown. It's their quarterback. 33 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
I'd have to say we're all a little bit surprised there because at his age, with his speed, or should I say lack thereof, the only rushing touchdowns I would expect are on quarterback sneaks. But here, he found all of his guys covered. He said, why not? And by the way, if that doesn't fire up your team to see the veteran like that risking his body for the touchdown, I don't know what will.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
It's nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. To start it out, Robinson, and he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
from the gun. It's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end O.J. Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of
nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Well, this throw complete to Washington. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43.
First down, Patriots.
They'll run it now with Robinson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. And I think he got a yard to the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. T. Higgins, 41 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. That time a 6-play drive, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
Throwing again on second down. Breeze. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They go draw play. It's Dillon. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
Derek Brown.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on second down. Breeze hitting Juju on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From midfield, here's Breeze. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. What we hear so often, how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave me the underneath stuff, you got to go and make the tackle right away.
Next to score, Steelers 10.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. On 1st down, Robinson. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
James Robinson.
A gain of 3, second down.
The tackle made by Michael Pierce. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and...
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He's going to go for a big play now. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain there of 30 big ones.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Robinson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing is Hurts. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They run the draw here with Robinson. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Hurts. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
A loss of 8 yards.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Will Lutz.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down the middle. And that will knot us up at 10.
That ties the game at 10.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. We had a field goal range. Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Steelers ready to take over on offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now an option play on 2nd down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Breeze to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll run on first down. Dillon, and he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, hold it.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. He dumps this off to Dillon underneath. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. New England trying to get a place on offense. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense. They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run here with Robinson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
They run. Robinson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and the Patriots will get a new set of downs.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
They go play action with Hurts. Hurts fumbles it. I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Third down.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On the return, Jackson. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now the ball comes loose. Fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Bree's going to try and throw on third down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
That's good.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on third down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first.
To number 17.
Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Reagor as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are going to take the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
And a great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. We've already punched 2 tickets to the...
We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Will Lutz.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. Now, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now a play fake. Breeze. Incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Smith-Schuster brings up third down and 2.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. Fights off the defender. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Man, this is ridiculous, man.
Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
Here's Dillon. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
Shotgun now for Breeze. And he gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now a carry for Dillon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Now Breeze. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're giving the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. They give to Dillon out of the gun. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll look to run with Dillon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Lead is up to 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run.
Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Returning it, John Ross. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Miles Jack. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
But it's now
on 3rd down. It's Robinson. And he will have a Patriots first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
19-yard line.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Robinson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Now, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. This ball complete to Rager. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode Really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now Breeze lost the football. And the Patriots have it. The big fella. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
The Lutz will look to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
Well, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And we're going to have a break in the action. As you can see, Mark Andrews is yet to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Dillon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll move the chains.
1st and 10. At
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Patriots 17.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Breeze going to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd. And
they run once more with Dillon. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down in midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Breeze. And he finds the tight end, Reed.
Breeze.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 40.
Draw play, Dillon. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st down, Dillon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Second and 11. There's Breeze. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 19. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Robinson. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing is Hurts. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Patriot first down.
Here's Hurts to throw. And his throw is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Marcus Peters on the coverage.
And a back up there, incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
3rd down. And
Hurts sets up to throw it. He finds Howard complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
1st and 10. At their own 20.
The Steelers ready for their next possession. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead and the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Ball carrier.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 7. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll run it. Here's Dillon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Officially, and the Patriots take over. So the Patriots now down 24-17. At time, a huge factor. Their 4-game winning streak in great danger. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And now following the desperation turnover on downs, they're set up with a 1st and goal to go. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they will take a knee here. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game.
For the field goal, a 27-yard attempt.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.